Oh, he
Okay.
was laying down, dude. Oh,
Someone clip
we
it.
caught it. God.
Oh, that's so good.
All right, Sanhok's new destructible environment, a brand new feature in PUBG, sort of, that got me to run back to the game and check it out. Well, not exactly, but when I saw this update, you know, I've taken a step back from PUBG, but when I heard about this, I was super excited to play. And I've just been busy with the holiday times, Christmas, and all that. So this is me kind of checking it out late and posting this video a little late, but better late than never. That's kind of PUBG's motto. And in the background right now, this is me testing out for the first time the destructible buildings. So I threw this grenade at the corner and I was kind of surprised to see just this opening pop up, but then it made sense because this is how PUBG does things. They kind of code certain areas of the buildings to be destructible or blow up in a certain way, and that's how they kind of implement it into the game. So no, this is not a full-on, very accurate, you know, demonstration of a destructible environment, sort of like Battlefield or Bad Company, you know, where things just blow up pretty naturally. This is kind of segmented or controlled, where they've kind of implemented which areas will blow up. But for the most part, the game is pretty destructible. And to me, this is amazing for PUBG. A little late, but it adds a lot of gameplay elements like countering camping and all that stuff, but has some issues, which we'll talk about. And also, PUBG just mentioned that they're bringing back the loot truck to Sanhok, which I'm going to mention. This is going to be a quick video, so we're going to pack all this stuff in pretty quick. But basically, what's interesting to me is that I had an opportunity to talk to the PUBG developers when PUBG brought in the destructible buildings on Karakin, but that was just a one map thing and only for the red zone, which is the black zone on Karakin. You know, the missiles come down and the buildings go from being, you know, regular buildings to completely destroyed. So there's just version A of the building and then version B of the building, which is destroyed. And I asked them, like, you guys should bring this to every map. This is amazing. And at the time, they're like, this is so much work because they have to code the building twice. They have to code it, actually 3 times. They have to code the building regular, blowing up, and then blown up, right? So it adds 3 times the amount of assets to all the buildings. And they said that not many people were asking for it, all that stuff, which I think was a mistake at the time. But then, you know, 4 years later, or however long it's been, 5 years, they add this into the game. And it's an interesting time because PUBG's working on porting the game to Unreal, the new Unreal Engine, Unreal 5. And, you know, people are calling it PUBG 2. And, what, you know, it's exciting that they brought it in now, but it's confusing because, you know, I feel like wouldn't you rather implement it a little bit better on the new engine where it can do more stuff and the game has more room for you to put stuff in it? Because right now, every time PUBG makes an update like this, it causes a lot of issues. And on console, there was a lot of glitches and the screen was flashing white sometimes when I was playing. And I heard on PC that there's been frame rate issues. So this is kind of the story of PUBG. It's a story of the old time. You know, this is how PUBG does things, unfortunately, and how the game was made. And at the end of the day, you just can't change the foundation of PUBG. And I think a lot of us are hoping that it will improve on the next engine. But it's been a little silent on that. And, you know, I'm just going to be optimistic and just look at this as a sole thing. And I think it's really exciting because of the way you can counter camping and add more dynamic gameplay options. It's really incredible. But my question is, do we want this on every map in PUBG? Because it really would change the core gameplay. A core gameplay aspect of PUBG is people hiding in buildings, kind of camping out, holding positions. You only have one life, so it's smart to camp. You know, I say camping, which has a negative term, but I do it all the time too. Everybody does realistically at some point or another. So do we want to see this on every map? It's hard to say. It's still early on. I definitely want to play more Sanhok and get a feel for it. But right now, I kind of want to say yes, but it would definitely change the game for sure. But there are some aspects where you can blow up the ground and give yourself some cover. We're going to see a clip here where I get knocked, but I'm able to revive in the cover, which might not have happened if, you know, there wasn't a hole in the ground. So that's really cool and an interesting feature, but just something I'm confused about, you know, why now this late into the game. But Sanhok is a great map to test this on, so they did do a good job. And I also noticed that they made a lot of visual improvements to Sanhok. They added like different grass and bushes, and they changed some of the trees. They added in some new trees, and it really does look pretty good from a visual standpoint. And then on top of that, I was on social media and I saw that PUBG teased that they are bringing back the loot truck, which to me, I think a lot of people like it. To me, I thought it was a little gimmicky for Sanhok, but it did add another gameplay element into the game. But to me, it was a little annoying because it would create like fights where you didn't really want them, and PUBG's all about strategy. But At the end of the day, people want excitement and in these in-game events to happen, and it does kind of give you, again, more options to have fun, which is what it's all about. We're playing games, we're trying to have fun here and create exciting moments. And each map has its own unique features, and for Sanhok to have the loot truck, I'm sure would be pretty nice. But overall, I think this is exciting. Like the clip I showed in the beginning, the fact that I'm heading towards this compound, I see that there's only 3 enemies up, and we're not getting shot at crossing this field, so I'm like, they have to be in the building. So I get ready for a frag here on this building. So I forgot what happens. I think it kind of went through the window and blew out the back. I clear out this building, and then I'm like, all right, I'm going to get another nade ready on this last doorway. And coincidentally, they were right there perfectly. I cooked it for a while, so it would blow up right on the door. And then I caught these guys with their pants down. I was able to take them out, and it was actually an incredible moment. And this was actually my first game on Sanhok testing it out. So very exciting. I wish I had a little bit more time to play right now to test it out, but with the holidays, I've been super busy. And with that, I hope you guys had a great holiday season. I hope you guys had a great new year and a great 2025 ahead. So much love to everybody. Thank you guys for stopping by real quick. And be well. I'll see you guys on the Battlegrounds on YouTube or on social media or on X. You guys can hit me up at Blitz5. Much love, everybody. Be well, and we'll find out what's going on with the loot truck and the next Sanhok update very soon. Adios, everybody. Bye.